Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Alhamdulillah. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wasallim. In previous video, we has learned on how to solve the limit by using the graphical method. So in this video, we are going to learn on how to solve or evaluate the limit by using the analytical method. So in general, analytical method contains two techniques, which are limits law technique and also the algebraic technique. So limits law will be used extensively in solving limit problem. So if the limit cannot be evaluated by using this limits law technique, then the algebraic technique will be used. Commonly, algebraic techniques are used for the indeterminate form. So what is indeterminate form? Indeterminate form is, for example, where we have, let's say, 0 over 0 case, or let's say infinity over infinity case. So in this case, we will use the algebraic technique. Let's first we look on limits law technique. So limits law technique have several rules, starting with the constant rule, until the power rule. So for the constant rule, we have limit of function k. So where k is a constant, as x approaches c, so limit k as x approaches c will equals to k. Identity rule, limit for function x as x approaches c. So we just substitute x equals to c, then we will get c. So sum and difference, we have two functions, fx plus gx or fx minus gx. So we can separate this limit, by taking the limit of fx plus or minus the limit of gx. So same goes to the product and quotient. As function fx multiplied with gx, we can also separate. Then we will get limit of fx multiplied with limit of gx. Same goes to fx divide gx. So constant multiple rule, if we have limit of k, where k is a constant, multiply with the function of fx. So we can separate k and bring it to the front, and then it will be k multiplied with limit fx. And lastly, we have power rule. If we have limit function fx to the power of n, so it is actually equals to limit fx, overall limit fx to the power of n. So for example, we have constant rule here. So limit of the function 6, as x approaches 2, so is equals to 6. If we have limit minus 11, which is constant, then we will have negative 11. For identity, it is straightforward. Limit for x, as x approaches 2, just substitute x equals to 2, then we will have 2. And then sum and difference rule, limit x plus 4, we just substitute the value of 2 into x, then we will have 2 plus 4, which is equals to 6. So moving forward, we have product rule, constant multiple rule, and quotient rule, as follows. So suppose we have limit x plus 1 multiply with x plus 2. So as I was mentioned before, we can split it. Then it will be limit of x plus 1 multiply with limit x plus 2. So evaluating the limit, substitute x equals to 2, then 2 plus 1 equals to 3, multiply with 2 plus 2 equals to 4. So 3 by 4 will equals to 12. Okay, so this is the example for power rule. Okay, we move to the next example. So evaluate the following limit analytically. Okay, which means that we just substitute the value of x. Okay, so limit x plus 5. Okay, we look number A, x plus 5 as x approaches 1. So we just substitute x equals to 1, and then we will have 1 plus 5 equals to 6. Okay, same goes to question B, limit 3x plus 5 as x approaches negative 2. So we just substitute x equals to negative 2. Then we will get the answer. Okay, so C, okay, limit 2x multiply with x plus 4. Okay, substitute x equals to 1. Okay, this is equals to 1, and then this is also equals to 1. Okay, so 2 multiplied with 5, we get 10. Okay, we have divide. Okay, 3x plus 4 divide x plus 3 as x approaches 2. Just substitute, okay, like we do on the function, then we will get the answer. Okay, E, we have a square, we have cube root. Okay, x squared plus 11. Okay, and then we have x approaches 4. So substitute 4, we have 4 squared 16 plus 11, 27. Okay, 27. So then we have square root of 3. Okay, so lastly, we have limit 3x squared minus 2x minus 8 divide x minus 2. So on the denominator, by substitute x equals to 2, we will get 0. Also, in numerator, substitute x squared, okay, 2, okay, and then x 2, then we will get also 0, which is, it is in the form of indeterminate form, where it is undefined. Okay, when we evaluate limit, it must be defined. Okay, so if divide 0, which is undefined, indeterminate form. Okay, so there are cases that we cannot solve using the limits law technique, okay, which is in this indeterminate form. So if we get limit fx equals to 0 over 0, which is indeterminate form, this means that our direct substitution are not suitable to evaluate this kind of limit. So use algebraic technique instead, such as by factorization and multiplying conjugate. So for example, evaluate the following limit analytically. Let's look at the first question. Okay, limit x squared plus x minus 6 divide x minus 2 as x approaches 2. So we substitute, okay, x equals to 2, then we will have x minus 2, okay, sorry, which is 2 minus 2 equals to 0. Same goes to our numerator, which is equals to 0. So this is in the indeterminate form. So which means that our limits law technique or substitution technique are not suitable. So we move to our algebraic technique. So algebraic technique, the first technique is by factorization. So we factorize our numerator and denominator. Then we get x plus 3, x minus 2 divide x minus 2. Okay, so then we can cancel the common factor, which is x minus 2. Okay, so we only have x plus 3. So substitute x equals to 2. So 2 plus 3, we get 5. Okay, so B, quite similar with A, t square minus 1 over t minus 1 as t approaches 1. Okay. So we factorize t square minus 1, we get t minus 1 and t plus 1. Okay, cancel common factor. we have t plus 1. Substitute t equals to 1. So 1 plus 1 equals to 2. Okay. C, quite is interesting. We have square root of x minus 2 divide x minus 4 as x approaches 4. So in this technique, usually when we have the square root, we will multiply, okay, our function with the conjugate of the square root. So we have square root of x minus 2. So the conjugate will be square root of x plus 2. Okay, so by expanding this multiplication, okay, so you will have x minus 4 at the numerator, and at the denominator we will have x minus 4 and square root of x plus 2. Okay, not forget the x approaches 4. So by eliminate the common factor x, which is x minus 4, we only have 1 over square root of x plus 2. So substitute x equals to 4, and then you will get the final answer 1 over 4. D, okay, so square root of 3 plus t minus square root of 3, okay, over t. So in this we also will multiply with the conjugate of numerator, which is in the form of the square root. Okay, so let us solve this question together. So we have a limit, okay, of the function square root of 3 plus x minus square root of 3 divide x, where x approach 0. So we will start multiply with the conjugate. So the conjugate of the square root, which is 3 plus x plus square root of 3 divide, so the same term, okay. Alright, then okay, so we can expand, okay, start with the numerator, expand, multiply with this, okay, then we will have square root multiply with square root, and then it will eliminate the square root, which is we have 3 plus x, okay, and then minus 3. Okay, for the numerator we will have x, so 3 plus x plus square root of 3. Then we can simplify. We have 3 minus 3 will be 0, so which is only x. Okay, x tends to 0. So we can eliminate the common factor x and x. Okay, so only 1. So substitute the value. Okay, substitute x equals to 0. Then we will have square root of 3 plus 0 plus square root of 3, and you will get the final answer 1 over 2 multiply square root of 3. Okay, that is how we solve by using the conjugate. Alright, so next video will be briefly discuss about evaluating the limit at infinity. So thank you very much for your interest. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning.